AKAPADers, welcome to Turtle Soup Thursday. Underneath all of this, this is my Shuri piece. We were streaming this earlier this week. I keep working on it. I think I'm actually going to break out the airbrush and do some nice highlight shots just to kind of give it a little bit more of a glow. I don't know. Like, I am 50-50 on this. I do like some of the pink. I just feel like, see, I cannot talk about it without working on it. But welcome to Turtle Soup Thursday. This is where we celebrate all things Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, starting with the original figures, and those Playmates figures, and pretty much what we do from there, we kind of stem the interest. Like, by interest, I mean my interest into the other iterations, forms, and ideas that kind of created that franchise. And look, I get it. I like the Michael Bay movies. We may not agree on how well a lot of the other series or cartoons or even action figures landed. But I am strictly working on things that appeal to my eyeballs, things that I feel like are interesting, that would be fun to draw. So some of that is what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles inspired. I have a long thread of this on my YouTube page, also website, where we kind of explore all of these other properties that stemmed out of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is one of them, everyone. Biker Mice from Mars. You can't beat this interpretation, this franchise. I call it interpretation because it's really everyone during this time was just echoing and mimicking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like so heavily. Turtles ate pizza, the Biker Mice ate, you guessed it, hot dogs. And within this series, I just want to kind of explore more ideas, explore a couple more like inspirations. Like, I do want to do like a Zen Intergalactic Ninja one for sure. I want to do a Bucky O'Hare one. I got a lot of these planned out. We've been doing Toxic Avengers or the Toxic Crusaders. And yeah, let's just kind of put a lot of ideas out there. Let's work on cardboard piece of circles. Let's increase our craft with those alone, because it's not easy working on these. And I've been trying to do runs of these between everything, kind of like between phone calls and visits and stuff like that. It's been a very busy day in the household today. Kind of had coffee dates with mom. Already had multiple phone calls about tonight. Like, we're just trying to manage all of our schedules. So it's just massive, but it's also a lot of fun. So let's get into it. I wish I knew these guys' names, but we have two of them. This one I completely hate. This one I kind of want to work on this one, to be quite frank. But cheers. We have probiotic water. Keep in mind, probiotics are not proven, but they're not bad. So there you go. I just don't know what to do with this one, because we're dealing with a little bit of the brown problem we had previously. I don't know how long I'm going to work on this for. I know I always say that, but we're going to just build up some of our blending here. The blending is important. The blending is what takes time. The blending is what we like to focus on. Blending is also the more fun. But here, I am frustrated with this one. Just by looking at it, I get anxious and angry all at the same time. But welcome to it. I do appreciate all of your support, all of your assistance along the way. We have our scratch pad underneath. I'm going to be switching to branded only scratch pads soon, just so you know. But we need the scratch pad. That's essential. I kind of was thinking about doing vellum scratch pad only And also, tip, this is for Shuri. These are all of our shaders for Shuri. We keep them together. Keep them together. Well, let's get into it. You only live once, you only draw once. But I really, I wish I was a little bit better with their freaking names on this show. I've been watching it too. I've been watching a lot of these while I've been drawing, just from someone on YouTube put up. Maybe I'll put the link of that down below, but it's literally the entire catalog of the cartoon. Like all, I believe, 65 episodes, which is good for the day. I mean, keep in mind, of all of these, the most impactful was Toxic Crusaders, and Toxic Crusaders also has the least episodes of these guys and Street Sharks. So it is bang for your buck. I think it's valuable when you look at those ideas. Now we're going to make his hair color lighter. We're going to go for a lighter hair. We're going to go for more of an orangey hair, even though I'm pretty sure the animation sheet, the animation. I don't have my phone, by the way, but the animation character sheet has this dude with with the same solid brown. We're going to make it a little bit more dynamic. Like we still kind of maintain our interpretations for these, but if I can get the shading here correct, I will be happy. I will be very happy. I will be also relieved. Because I really feel like, I don't know, sometimes you just lose stuff. You just lose it. And I lost this while I was just drawing it, while I was just meandering almost. And there is a side of me that wants to put the highlights on this one as soon as possible, just so I can get some relief and start seeing some of this thing come to life. But it's so frustrating. It really is. It's absolutely frustrating. It's just frustrating when you do work on something and you're very close to it and you just see it slowly walk away from you. Like you lose it within the night. You lose it. But it's more valuable to complete pieces than to not. So, we're following that lesson here. That's my own advice. I am following my own advice. And that's why we're doing this live. We're just, in a way, creating a historic catalog or historic record of completing something under duress. We go for poppy colors when we can. A lot of the yellows, the pinks, the bright greens, they will pop more because of the brown corrugated cardboard. That will give us a little bit of a pop. We'll use that to our advantage. And we do go for, that's also one of the reasons why we go for yellow teeth. Because we want them to have just a little bit of like character. Character also means brightness. But it's fun. Like this stuff's fun. It's part obsessive. It's part being a little bit too into your own work. That's I feel like that's all my social media. I'm just way into my own work. Like so much so, I don't care. People even want to buy it. To be perfectly honest, I just want to be able to make it. I want the freedom to make it, and that is it. I just feel like you create better work when you have that attitude. I think there's a lot of people out there that they have it mistaken of what it takes. Leaving this stuff here for white out. We all know, oh, we got comments. I am just drifting. Joe Dent. Yeah. Joe, I'm so sorry. I was literally so locked in. I don't know. I was just locked in and talking. Dude, I wasn't even looking at my comments. Welcome to the show. Joe, thank you so much for everything, for comments, for interactions. I know you've been liking as well. Dude, things are good. It's just, you know what happened today? I almost like fell into a reading hole, and I fell into. I mean, these are short. They're so short reads. They're super short, but kind of for because look, I get it, whatever. But like I like themes. I like reasons to delve into things. I think it accelerates what you learn. I think it makes you enthusiastic for what you learn. I think for doing deep dives. So, for Black History Month, I've just been doing a lot. I've been reading more Black Panther, studying more Black characters, and just curiosity overall. And I wish I even had more time to get into more of these independent characters or lesser known characters, because essentially they're just characters. That's how I look at them. But today, we'll be dropping the Black Cobra video. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do Bring the Thunder. And if you're not, this is Dynamite, but this is during the Alex Ross era of Dynamite comics. We're going to talk about this. We're really going to highlight this. And this will also lead into a live stream where I do some artwork based on Black Cobra. But it's just like, it gets, I just feel like sometimes I don't have enough time. And I get so anxious. I get so frustrated. Yeah, dude, I thank you for understanding. But cheers. I got some probiotic water left here. I still have to work out. I got a friend coming into the city. We're going to go pretty hard tonight. Maybe. He says he wants to do beers, and that usually ends up with drugs and a strip joint. So we'll see how tonight goes. But that's a little bit why I'm in a dash to get content done, and not content, just to make things for all of you. We're doing good with Cosmo Cat. Cosmo Cat is building. I did have like a super secret project. I know I kind of been alluding to that. That's not going to get revealed, but I think I have a sign off on all my work for that, which is a huge relief. I was a little bit paranoid because sometimes when there's gaps in communication, and sometimes they're real. Like you can get corrections or issues with your stuff, and some of that can come in way later than expected, and that kind of changes everything. And look, sometimes you have that notated in contracts. A lot of times you don't, and you got to do the right thing. You have to correct the work. Yeah, like you got to make the sacrifice and just do it, because in a way, the client knows what's better for the work. You don't, and I know that's a little bit of an unpopular opinion, but the client, it's the client's project. It's not your project. So, but we got like a good sign off, meaning I can refocus a lot on Trial by Fire, my book, Uzi Susie, and a couple other things. Yeah, dude, Joe, like that's really what the idea is. And I think is next month Women's Month. This stuff, it's so funny sometimes. I think next month is Women's Month. And I would kind of do something similar there. But but there's so many more independent women's characters. Just on the surface level, and even what's available, like just even like quick buys off of Amazon, eBay, and whatever marketplace you feel like going to. But I use like that's the intent is to grow what we know. The intent's not really anything but that. But yeah, if you can do two things at one time, if you can kind of do some good with Black History Month, and you can also educate and learn, like why the hell not? Yeah, so we're doing like a real light brush, kind of light strokes here with the orange, because we want like an orange undertone for this dude's hair. And I don't know where my phone is, but I should be looking this guy's name up on my phone. And it's so funny because at my drawing desk, I'm on episode 11 now. Like they're playing like right over here as I'm talking to you, and I can't remember their names. I just their super villain too is like their like Shredder character is like this. There's so many evil businessmen in the 80s and the 90s cartoons. I love it, but this one's like an evil fish guy. Like I think he's a Plutonian. I remember that. Like the Street Sharks, it's Doctor. Like the Street Sharks kind of have like a evil businessman, like Doctor guy. Every night is ladies' night, dude. Like tonight's going to be nuts. I can't wait. Like actually, believe it or not, my girlfriend's going to be with us, and we gotta kind of like behave when we're with her, but it's almost just like we're not going to do. Like it's just a little bit of that, and some of this too. I'm exaggerating for dramatic effect to some degree, but we are going to have a downhill type night. We're going to have fun, and like that's what the boys do. The boys have to kind of cause some trouble within reason. Dance with the law. Like don't break any laws, but get close. Get close. Hey, sometimes too, like you will end your night with a police officer, but you'll just be, at their house. Not at the station. Those are good nights. But no, and going out with the boys or doing stuff with the boys and even like close guy friends, like there's nothing like it. I think there's so much to gain from that, just when it comes from like camaraderie, finding people. They don't have to like everything you're into. Like I don't expect anyone I hang out with to like comics or anything. Like I prefer them. Like honestly, it's kind of better when they don't. because I'm always more interested in like other people. Like I'm more interested in what other people are doing, what they're thinking, where they're coming from, how are they entertaining themselves. And I think that makes you a better artist. It makes you kind of a little bit better, more complete of a human being. And I like that, dude. Like I really I like different disciplines. I like different like jobs. I like it's just like like I'll talk to people all night. I'll ask some questions about their entire work and life until like they're sick of it. Like, most people probably think I work for the IRS, probably, but I do. But yeah, we're trying to get like my goal here is to get a little bit of the roundness. I need to cheat and get this coloring to look more round. Period. I just need it's almost like a drug fix. Like I need it. Here we go. Press hard, go light. Press hard, go light. It really is like like every night being ladies' night too. Kind of. It also means you can just be like a cool guy for a girl to meet. It doesn't mean like anything. It doesn't even mean that you kind of even like want to go home with her or anything. It just means like you're someone cool someone else meets while they're out. Like, and I think that's really what everybody wants. Yeah, I think guys want to be that, like, have that effect. I think women just more comfortable with it. So why not? Be cool. Be a fun guy. Like a mushroom. Be a fun guy. So we were talking about doing a Philadelphia gallery for some of these now. It's come up a couple times, and I'm like 50-50 on that if I want to spend the time to build out the gallery presence. I kind of want to put some red on these like wounds here also. I mean, it's looking full. Yeah, right. I hope you have a decent night too, Joe. Hopefully you're doing something. Correct, Joe. That's no truer words, buddy. Like, here. Cheers. Like, no joke. No, I mean, look, Joe, like you will be surprised. A lot, look, I meet a lot of people. Living in Philadelphia, it's a little bit easy because Philly's a big place. But at the same time, is like I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of dudes do not understand that point. I'll tell you that right now. Hearing from the men and women, they don't get that point. And it's just like, it's life, man. Like, it's just people like what they like, period. And it's like you cannot trick people sometimes. So if you're out and you kind of seek that dopamine drip of like a new interaction, and that's really what you're seeking when you go out. You're just seeking like stimulation. And Like, so be good at that. Like, if you're good at that, I think other things will fall in line. But these are tough concepts. A lot of dudes do not understand those concepts. Like, I think for me, like, the best thing for me to like ever do would be to like go to a wedding by myself. Usually it's hard. Usually I have girlfriends around when I go my like wedding runs, we'll call it. Because like at times uh it'll just seem like for like a whole summer the only thing I do is like weddings. Like it comes like every so often. But I'll just have these like crazy wedding runs. And if you go through like my Facebook and stuff, like you'll see like there's a lot of wedding activity for those reasons. We're giving him some green snot, by the way, because we do that here. We're not afraid to draw these characters in a beat down way. But no, but the point I'm getting at is, going to a wedding blind and kind of really having like a full night, and then maybe not knowing people there, but being like invited back to like the hotel room or like where the after party is or like a local bar. Like, and that doesn't mean like things have to happen, but just being in that opportunity, knowing that, like people kind of connect to you on that level. And given like there's alcohol and other things that come into play there, but I don't know. I think those are valuable. That's a valuable skill set. Now here, the reflection in his glasses, I want to do like Miami Vice. I want this to be like pink and bright blue and shots of white. We gotta make that happen. So some of this is like coming together. I'm seeing it a little bit better than I was before. So this one might be a good example of not letting go and just maybe trusting what your disciplines are. And by that I mean if you fall off on like we'll just say the drawing side. If you fall off on the drawing side, you can maybe save it in the coloring side. But that doesn't mean that works all the time. And in the way I'll be approaching that concept too, in that bring the thunder book I was just showing off. How much fun discoloration. Like I know that doesn't show up too well. So a lot of times when I'm done here, I'll bring it up on my TV and I'll kind of study how well like my audio is working and visually what people can see, because like that's the goal. Like people have to see what I'm doing, and that's not always the case. Like I know a lot of times I present and it doesn't quite come off on like through the lens as I intend. And some of that too. I might have to make the investment with better cameras and better microphones. But it's hard to tell sometimes. It's hard to tell where to put the money. Because sometimes you just want to like upgrade everything, and that's probably like the best option. Like kind of looking back, but you also don't want that to be where you start. You kind of want to arrive to that concept that you have to upgrade everything at one time. That's a lot where I am with the podcast. We're doing some purple here just for pop. Just for some pop. This is the purple comes from Paul Mount, Stephen Fairchild, and Alex Sinclair when it comes to comic book colorists. Those three, I will not name a better trifecta of guys to color comics than those three. Look at that. Okay. I think I'm feeling better. Wedding, yeah, dude. Two. I was successfully crashed 2 weddings. I'm going overseas soon. I mean, I actually have to go to Italy for a wedding, and technically, I'm not invited to the wedding, and I'm going. So that's going to be 3. Yeah, I know what you meant, bud. But yeah, let's get these red shades going. These Sally, Jesse, Raphael shades. See, and I'm coloring these with knowing where I'm probably going to shoot some of those highlights. Like where some of the highlights are going to hit. But this dude having red sunglasses really works. It works well with the brown fur. I almost said skin. It's like, what am I doing? People, let me get my phone real quick, just because I just want to monitor my phone, and I need a little bit more water. We'll be right back. Hey, bud. We're back, everyone. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I'm trying to fix a little bit of this grin here. Yeah, we're 34 minutes into straight coloring here now. just touching. Again, like the intent with the purple is just to bring in like more shadow, but also have it kind of look cool. You know, purple is one of the best colors for you to shade with in the entire spectrum as of just options. Really is. So here, like I may want to like highlight here and disguise as much of this horrible cross hatching as possible. A little bit more surfer boy here too. I feel like he's got like yellow tips. I'll take it. You know, these guys have to look a little bit more dynamic, a little bit better than what they normally do. Yeah, character-wise, biker mice are solid design work for this. I won't say for the whole show, but for these guys. I think some of their other design work is, I don't want to say it's generic, but it feels it. It feels generic. Not a full comment. It takes. I have to conduct a deeper study on that. But anyone out there, thanks for tuning in at any time. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. So this is like almost. See, we'll do blue for center highlight to edge. We'll do yellow here and then pink there. This one splits, so this one might have like a white center. But we still can use the blue. Bang. And the yellow here will be the unifier. By unifier, I mean everything here gets hit with the yellow. Yellow goes across the entire lens. Even that part I said that was going to be white. All right, there we go. And this red's a different red. See, I see it, and it took me a second to see that. This one's still missing. To use like platitude, like a platitude term, this one is still missing like gravity. There's like a gravity not in this one. Like I don't know if it's like the shape of his teeth. All right, let's just get to it. Let's start hitting those highlights. These are definitely taking longer. I used to kind of do these super fast. I don't know what happened. It's like somehow along the way, these got more detailed. They take longer, or I got slower, or both. Here we go. It's almost like he's supposed to have two prominent front teeth, and I just kind of remember that, and I don't think that even comes off. That doesn't come off too well. By come off, I mean like it doesn't sell. Like it's not there. It nearly doesn't exist. So that's a failure on my part. If something doesn't like hit or land or happen during the process. So just checking messages. Maybe. Maybe I got that one. Or that one got me. I'm not crazy about that. Okay. A little bit happier there. Hey, what's up, kid?
Hey.
What are you doing? How was your workout?
Good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. AKAPADers, thanks for hanging out. An hour. Okay, not bad. We got a lot of things to do. I'll post progress on this on all social media, but let's. I gotta get going. I got a lot of things to do today. Rock and roll.